So ripple trim is used to adjust the start or end of a clip while automatically closing any gap created by the trim. So if you like trim the end of a clip, the following clips will move up to fill the gap. And if we go here to Premiere Pro keyboard shortcuts, and here we're gonna find here in search. So here in the search, we can write ripple trim. All right, and here we can see the shortcuts. Ripple trim next added to playhead. Ripple trim previous added to playhead. So now to put this into practice, we have this video here, and now with this video here, let's say I would like to let me actually I would like to trim maybe this portion, this one, and then this one. So I'm moving exactly right about here. Select the video, and if I press, we can if you press Q, and then as you can see, it actually removed that portion. So let me try again. So because in not in practice, but in a different way, when I'm making a cut here, then I have to click on to make a cut, and then to click on and on select the video, and then press delete. But a much faster way is actually this ripple trim. So I have to move the cursor. I want to delete this portion, like this part. Sorry. Okay. So I would like to remove this part. So this portion, this portion. Well, I'm just gonna press Q. Remove that portion. It saves more. Now you might say that's not a lot of time that's saving, but when you're working, there's a lot of editors and they're doing this every single day and for hours upon hours. So learning this shortcut and using this shortcut can really save a bunch of time. Now, if I want to remove this now portion, so right about here, I'll press W. So now remove that portion as well. Now other things that I used to do here is to click on the razor tool. I would make a cut, cut, cut. Let's say this one as well. And now what I would do here normally when I started using Premiere Pro is to go back here and select or V, select this and then you can right click or press cut on your keyboard. And now you're gonna have to grab this and move it close, move it back to your video. You can have this snap to timeline. And then for this one, we can press on our keyboard and then select these videos and move here. Again, takes a lot of time and you can save so much time if you are learning these shortcuts. I'm gonna tell you right now. So we're gonna have to go to Premiere Pro here and click on keyboard shortcuts. And then here in the search bar, we're gonna have to write, and what I'm using here for add edit, I'm using Z, because it's very easy to reach. You know, if that makes sense. Like it's very close. I like this command. You can add any command you want. You can also add as the Shift plus Z for add edit to all tracks and Z for add edit. Now the other one. Now another one here is ripple delete. And for this one, add X. I think it's very easy to remember. And now instead of doing that, instead of doing what I've showed you before, what I'm doing, I'm just moving the cursor where I want, very fast, like here, Z, here, Z, here, Z, now, here, X, here, X, you know, very fast, and this can save you a bunch of time, especially if you're doing this a lot. Even if you're doing this, if you're doing this here and there, no, not all the time, this can still be very helpful. So yeah, and what is basically this? Because here in sorry, here in keyboard shortcuts, this ripple delete. So when you ripple delete in Premiere, so when you delete a clip or a gap, a ripple delete will already automatically shift all the remaining clips to close the gap. So this really keeps everything in a sequence and save you the time to manually move clips to fill the gap I just showed you before. So very easy to understand, but I think it's very important to use this shortcut. You can select the clip or gap you want to remove, and then right click and choose ripple delete. That's if you want that. If you don't want, because here in this example, I like to show, like, if you click on here on this empty space, you can right click and select ripple delete and remove the space. But why doing this in the manual way, in this way, instead of doing that? We can simply learn a shortcut. I think it save you more time if you're if we're using a shortcut. So now what if you want, let's say there's a lot of space. So here's our video, and let's say there's a lot of empty spaces, right? So we have this, and then maybe this, and then this, and this, and then this, and this, and then we would like to remove these empty spaces. Now you can remove those empty spaces using the shortcuts and what what we learned before. But what if there's many empty spaces? Now what I would do here is, you see this empty spaces, because you can of course use the ripple delete, or instead of doing that, when you automatically, maybe you forgot to do so, because of course now when we were editing, when I edited this, I could simply click on X, so we remove that part and also the empty space. But maybe there's times when you can't do that, so instead of doing that, another method here is to, okay, so we have all these gaps. How can we fix this? Usually when I'm editing a video and there's hums and videos apart from each other, I like to edit them, but because I want to edit and just edit some parts of the video, there's a lot of empty spaces. So how can we fix that? So we're gonna have to go to sequence, and here we have a close gap. If you click on this will remove all the empty spaces. So sequence and close gap. Yeah, this can save you a lot of time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you have more questions about Premiere Pro, let me know in the comment section. I'll try my best to help you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care.